Frank Butler was quoted as saying, "When I was 18, I thought my father was pretty dumb. After a while, when I got to be 21, I was amazed to find out how much he'd learned in 3 years." This is so true about what I thought of my father's advice when I was that age. Today I'm going to tell you about how my father's advice, examples, and sickness have changed my career path twice in my life. The first thing I'm going to tell you about is how my father was site superintendent for a construction company all of his life. He used to let me tag along with him on job sites. I used to bring him my house designs that he used to give me advice on how to make better. And by the time I was 16, ready to enter the workforce, he'd given me the advice to start out as a receptionist in a construction company and work my way up to secretary. Well, by the time I was 21, I was up for a promotion for general manager. Through his advice on how to manage people, I learned to be a great general manager and lasted in the construction industry for over 20 years. The second thing I'm going to tell you about is how my father was an exemplary employee. Through his example, his employees and workers gave him the respect that he deserved. He was never late for work. He never missed a day of work. He never dreaded going to work. He never had cursing on his job site because he didn't curse, and the employees learned through his example to respect others and not curse as well. The last thing I'm going to tell you about is when my father was diagnosed with esophageal cancer. This led me to rethink my career and think about getting into nursing. My father was very stubborn. He went to the doctor too late, and by the time he was diagnosed, it was stage 4. There was little that could be done. I thought to myself, I want to educate people on how they can prevent this, how they can go to the doctor sooner and live longer, healthier lives. My father passed away in a hospice, and this was the first experience I'd ever had with a hospice. It was amazing. The nurses were wonderful. The doctors were wonderful. I thought, this is something I want to do. I want to help people through one of their worst times in their life. Today I've told you about how my father influenced my career twice through his advice, examples, and his sickness. It's taken years for me to realize that my father really did give me great advice all of my life. And as Shakespeare said, "It is a wise father that knows his own child."